what is poppin', my peeps? It's your boy Peyton Smeltz, Peyton Smeltzer, Peyton OG Smeltz, whatever you guys want to call me. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 5 of the 12 days of Vlogsmas. For today's video is going to be actually very, very exciting. Today's video, I'm going to be, let's say, kind of reacting and kind of also reflecting on a certain event that took place a couple days ago on Tuesday. But like always, before we get started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, all that jazz. Go follow Smeltz's personal podcast, now available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Link in the description. Also, go follow my Instagram, link in the description. Go add me on BeReal, link in the description. It's actually now, it's P_Smeltz with a 3 instead of an E. Like, there's an it's in front. Like, I changed it, and hopefully this is the last time I change it. I've changed my BeReal user way too many times, so hopefully this is the last time. And like always, comment down below if you guys want me to get any other social medias, and maybe y'all consider getting them. But without further ado, let's get into talking about and reflecting on the certain event that took place on Tuesday this week. That's right, you guys. I'm going to be talking about DECA Region competition, which for those of you who don't know what DECA is a business club at Jordan. And so for today's video, I decided to basically reflect on my scores, like how it went, like how the competition works, and, you know, all that jazz. So, like, why don't we get into the first thing? Talk about the first thing, which was, like, what the attire is, and what was the first thing that you did when you got there. Alright, so let's talk about the first thing, which was the attire for the event and the 100 question exam. And you guys are probably confused, but I'm going to explain everything. So, the attire for the event is business formal. And so, we, you know, pretty business formal. So I wore a suit and, you know, something like that. So, we drove down, and we weren't the only school on one bus. We were also traveling with Hillcrest. And so we drove down to BYU, which was the competition. And the first thing that you do when you get to DECA competition is, first off, you check in with your school. And then you go into this big auditorium. This is where we were. This big auditorium. And then they start handing out a 100 question exam. And I'm going to show you the paper. So they give you this little bubble sheet right here. And it has 100 questions on it. They give you a packet with 100 questions in it. And you just, you know, bubble it in. And then they take it. They score it. And then, you know, you get your results back. I'm too ashamed to share my test scores. Let's just say I didn't do too hot. And honestly, I can improve. That's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah, now that we've explained the attire and the 100 question exam, which was really, really hard for me, honestly, let's talk about how the competition goes. Like, what do you do? What are the steps that you take? And all that stuff. Let's get into that. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is what we would call the role-playing scenario. So this is how it goes. So after the 100 question exam, you leave the auditorium immediately after you're done, so that, you know, you're not just sitting there distracting the other test takers. And so then after you're done taking the test, you leave the auditorium and you go sign up for your specific event, which I was in the event Sports and Entertainment Marketing with my buddy Andrew. Shout out to him. And so I signed up for a time. Around the time it was like 9 a.m. I think around that time it was like 9. And I signed up for 9:30 for sports and entertainment. And so how the role playing goes is you sign up, and then when it's your specific time, you go in and they give you 10 minutes to prep. So in that 10-minute time limit, you get to like write notes down, like take all that stuff, all that stuff. And so And one of the rules is you can't have a smartwatch on, you can't have your phone out, because if you had your phone out during not only the exam, but your role play, you could actually get disqualified. And so that was a big deal. Like when I was sitting in the room, the guy saw me with my watch, he made me take it off, which, I mean, it's fine. I can just put it on when I'm done. So yeah, that's how it works. And so after your 10 minutes is up of prep, you leave the room and then you go into an interview room. So it's you and then a judge in front of you. It's kind of like a interview scenario. And in your prep time, they gave you a role play scenario. And so after you read the role play scenario, they say like something like create like a solution, like yada yada yada. And so you do that, you have the interview, and then you also have 10 minutes for the interview. So for me, my scenario was I had to create a solution on how we can get the word out to help the Utah Food Bank while we are a mini golfing organization. And so I had to come up with that scenario right there. And, you know, I actually did pretty well. Like the interviewer was pretty impressed. Like he liked how he liked my attire. He liked how I was making eye contact. He liked all my points. He asked me 3 questions and I didn't even have to use the whole 10 minutes. I only had to use like 8 to 9 minutes. And then I was done. And that's how it goes. After you're done with your interview, you shake the interviewer's hand when you go in and when you leave, optional. But you do that and then you leave. And that's how it goes. Now that we've talked about the role-playing scenario, like after the role play is over, you wait a little bit, and then it was awards. But before I get into the awards and, you know, reading back my scores, I want to share a couple videos that I took. Like, I want to share this video that I made. It's like a little montage. And I just want to take a minute to say how much I am grateful for all the friends I made in JHS DECA that are about to be featured in my little montage. I love you guys. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be a part of your amazing club. But let's roll the montage and the videos. Let's start with this funny video, which when we were waiting for the awards, one of our competitors, his name is Jared, he actually played the piano. So let's share that video, and then right after, it's the montage. Let's go. Jared. So yeah, guys, that was the montage and video, and I just want to once again say how grateful I am for everybody that I've met in JHS DECA. not only just my friends that I've met, but also my amazing advisor for wanting me to be a part of this amazing group. Shout out to Mr. Soder, man. You finally got me. After so many times that you've asked me to join, you finally got me. So to close off this video, I just want to... So this was my score sheet for the roleplay scenario, which I explained it throughout the video. So I was in the sports and entertainment category, and so I want to read you guys my actual scores. And so there's little no value, which is 0 through 4, below expectations, which is 5 through 8, meets expectations, 9 through 11, exceeds expectations, which is 12 through 14, and then, you know, adds up to your total score. So performance indicators. You explain the importance of company involvement in community activities. He scored me a 9, which was meets expectations, so that's good. In explain the nature of a promotional plan, he scored me an 11 on that one, so that was pretty good. Identify types of public relations activities. He scored me an 8, which is below expectations, which, you know, it's okay, like. And then explain the role of promotion as a marketing function. He scored me a 9 on that one, which is meets expectations. And then the final one in performance indicators, recognize, reward others for their efforts and contributions. He gave me an 8 on that one. So my total score, so I got a 9, 11, 8, 9, and 8. So, and now 21st century skills. So little no value is 0 through 1, below expectations 2 through 3, meets expectations is 4, exceeds expectations is 5 through 6. So reason effectively and use system thinking, he scored me a 5, which is pretty good. Make judgments and decisions and solve problems, he scored me also a 5. Communicate clearly, 6. Show evidence of creativity, 4. And then overall impression and responses to the judge's questions, he scored me a 5. So if you add up all of the categories out of all the numbers, I got a total score of 70, which to everybody who I went up to and told them, they said for someone who's never done DECA before, for someone who this was your first competition, that's actually not bad. Because everyone in my group either scored a 70 or above. Like, everyone that I at least talked to, we scored a 70 or above. The majority, though, scored like an 80 or above. Like, my boy Andrew, who was also my partner in sports and entertainment, he scored an 89, which, good job to him. Congratulations. And also congratulations to all the people who competed and placed. And, you know, just everybody who competed. So now, to close off the video, I want to read the comments that he left. So, please provide feedback for the student not included in scoring. So this wasn't included in the scoring. So you get an A, B, C, D, or F. So eye contact, he gave me an A, and he said consistent throughout. In dress and grooming, he gave me an A. Well, oh, my bad. On that first one, he gave me an A minus. On dress and grooming, he gave me an A, and he said looked great. On speaking skills and grammar, he gave me an A. He said very well spoken. On confidence and energy level, he gave me an A. He said great confidence. On depth of analysis, he gave me a B. He said wanted a little more, like, on your plan, like, basically. So he wanted me to provide a little, just a teeny bit more information, maybe just a little more. And then finally, response to the questions, he gave me an A minus. He said he just wanted more specifics to, like, my answers. So yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it for the end of this video. Like, that's just how they scored me at DECA. I'm just really, really proud that I was able to go there. And hey, next stop is state. Because everyone goes to state, and I'm actually really, really excited. And I'm even more excited for the national competition for DECA. I'm really hoping I can go. Because, guys, we're going to Orlando, Florida this year. It's really, really awesome. And I'm super excited. I'm really hoping I can go. I'm excited for what DECA holds for me throughout the rest of my high school career. I only got a few months left, but you know, I'm excited. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, all that jazz. Also, make sure you guys go follow me on my Instagram, link in the description. Add me on BeReal, link in the description. Follow Smeltz's personal podcast, link in the description. Just go follow it all, guys. So much amazing content I can provide for you guys on so many social medias, not just this one. Go follow all of the social medias linked in the description. But anyway, peace out, you guys. Thank you for joining me on day 5 of Vlogsmas. Stay tuned for day 6. Peace.